Hi, Scott Orlin with Cinema Magazine. The new James Bonds Spectre. One of the stars, Ben Wishaw's Q. First of all, this is probably the most proactive we've seen this character be over the course of the history of the film. Can you talk a little bit about you getting out of the office? I mean, you get to go to Austria.
It was really great. I loved it when I read that in the script because obviously usually he's stuck in some gloomy laboratory or something. So it was very exciting. Actually, initially in the first draft, I actually even shot somebody, but they cut that out. Next time, maybe.
And you know what's always fascinating too is when you see this movie, as we know, James Bond with all the cool gadgets and toys. How much do you comprehend everything that you're presenting to him? I mean, some of us are not that tech savvy. I am the first one to admit. So I don't know. Do they give you a little of a special technician there to kind of guide you through some of the stuff?
A lot of it is acting because I'm not tech savvy either. They don't really have a technical expert on hand, but everything that when I'm doing this on the laptop, there is stuff happening on it, so I don't have to pretend or act, or it's all there. That's incredibly helpful. I think if I was having to pretend that something was happening on the screen, that would really be difficult. But everything I touch on the computer corresponds to something on the screen, which is always very nice.
And what is it? I mean, the film makes an interesting commentary now about security and about how much of our lives are being exposed or being recorded. As someone in the public eye, has this put an extra perspective on it for you?
Has being in this film made me
the
think more
whole theme
about
of the movie. When you see Spectre, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's true that the film takes as its sort of central dilemma that this sort of overtaking of our lives in terms of surveillance, basically, how everything we do is watched, and it is frightening. But like everything, it's like it needn't be. It can be used for good or it can be used for ill, and in the film, it's definitely being used for ill before James Bond puts an end to it.
Just a last quick question about James Bond. How cool is Daniel Craig on set? I mean, I'm sure he's a professional and he works and does what he needs to do, but is there a lighter side of Daniel?
Oh God, yeah, definitely. He's very silly often, and he's a very fun man, a very funny man. But also it is tremendously demanding what he has to do, and the hours are incredibly long. He's training the whole time as well as, acting all day. So I guess it's essential for him to have this private side as well that he can retreat to sort of, revive himself. So he's both gregarious and fun, and there's another side to him that's incredibly sort of private.
That's all I can. Thank you enough. Terrific performance, great movie. This is Scott Orlin. Until next time.